Accidents happen. That's why State Farm agent Dale Nifong and his team are dedicated to getting your car fixed and back on the road as soon as possible. It's just part of being there. Call or visit Dale today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hi everyone, we'd like to welcome you to Real Talk. I'm your host Pat Terrio, and we are here at the home of the mighty Fighting Irish, and we've got the head coach of the ladies basketball team, Coach Clinton Lothar. How are you, sir?
I'm doing fine. How about yourself?
Very good. It's so nice to be here with the green and gold.
Well, it's always good to be around green and gold. Absolutely.
Talk to us, Coach. How's this season been for you?
We're doing real well so far. We're on a 6-game winning streak. Of course, we played some really good non-conference games that gave us some experience, and we like the position and the direction that we're going in right now.
Very good, Coach. Now, you've got how many seniors this year?
We have 2 seniors.
Now, so what's different from last year with your team?
Well, we're missing LaShayla Pittman, who was our starting point guard, and she did a lot of things for us. We've been having to replace her with 2 or 3 different people, so that's working out okay.
That's good. You know, and you've still got a young team. You only have a few seniors, you know.
Right.
And so, how has that been working with the young girls, trying to get them acclimated?
Well, it's always a challenge. Of course, they're willing to learn, and you admire that about kids when they are enthusiastic and want to learn the game, and so it makes it easier when they want to do it. And we've been able to build some chemistry with the different grade levels, with the freshmen, the sophomores, and the juniors, and the 2 seniors that we have. So we are what we are, and we're making strides.
And that's important, about making strides. And, you know, so talk to us about some of these girls right here, like for this season. Like, how have some of these girls been doing? Any standouts that you wanted to mention?
Okay. Our senior, Jasmine Hollis, has really been carrying us this year. She's a 3-year starter. She's been to a Sweet 16. Last year she was experiencing the Elite 8, and who knows what this year will bring. We're hoping bigger and better things.
Absolutely, as we are as well. So what kind of drills are you working on to help these girls improve upon their game here tonight?
We just finished a 3-man weave, which teaches them to run the lanes and make good passes and sharp cuts. We just finished the free throw fast break. We try to get baskets off free throws and catch the opponents sleeping and get quick baskets that way. It doesn't always work out like that, but that's the plan. And then we have a partner free shooting where they want to shoot 5 and swap out. The other one shoot 5 from their positions.
Right. Now tell us about how important to you is it about teaching these girls the fundamentals of the game, just the basics, you know.
Every game and every time you compete, it's going to boil down to fundamentals. We begin our warm-up drills with fundamentals, going through a series of dribbling, and so that allows us to get warmed up, get acclimated to the basketball, and then we do some running to get our blood flowing, and then before you know it, you know, we're sweating and we're off to the races. Off to the races,
and you guys are doing very good with regionals this year.
Yes.
That's wonderful. So what can we expect of these Fighting Irish for the rest of this season?
Well, we have a key matchup tomorrow night against Metter. They're 5-0. We're 5-1. Our only losses to them, we lost one at the buzzer there. So we're expecting to return the favor on tomorrow night.
Looking for a win, aren't we?
Yes, and claim a share of that first place position.
All right, and we're looking forward to that as well. Good luck, Coach, and we appreciate everything that you're doing here.
Thank you.
Go
Lady Irish.
All right. We are here with the assistant coaches of the Lady Irish. How are you, ladies?
Great.
All right, we're going to have you both introduce yourself. We know we've got a newbie over here, but we'll start with you.
Hi, I am Alicia Edmond Fields. I am the head junior varsity coach, along with my assistant here.
Very good. Now, how is junior varsity doing this year?
Junior varsity, we're having a great year. This is my second year coaching junior varsity. So far, we have had 3 losses in 2 seasons.
Now, girl, no. So what's changed? What's been different from this year? What have you improved upon? What have they improved upon?
We lost some girls to varsity last year, but we had some good upcoming girls from Dublin Middle School this year. 3 of our girls stepped up to the plate, and we've just had a good season.
Dublin's getting it together, aren't they?
Yes, we are.
All right, we'll start now. Here we are with you.
Yes, ma'am. Coach Bridget Fordham. I'm the assistant JV coach and the assistant varsity coach, along with Coach Fields.
Now, Coach, tell us a little bit about yourself, because you're kind of introducing yourself to the people out there of Dublin, Lawrence County. So tell us a little bit about you.
Yes, ma'am. I'm a first-year teacher out here at Dublin High School. I work with the ISS students for the majority of the day, and then I teach a 10th grade world history class with gifted and honor students.
So you girls are pretty busy, right?
Absolutely.
Pretty busy. How do you keep it focused now? How do you keep the balance? Because, we always talk about the players on how do they keep things balanced. But, as, women, as mothers, as, wives, or, we have a lot of extracurricular things. How do you keep balanced with all of this?
You just do. You just do it. It's not an option. It's not negotiable. You just do it.
You just do it. Now, what do you do to relax, to just chill out?
Ask me in the off season.
We get that. We absolutely get that. Okay, about you. How do you keep everything balanced? You're talking about ISS. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
World history for gifted and coaching. How do you keep all this balanced?
Well, I'm learning. It's a learning process. But mainly what I do is when I'm at home, I try to spend time with my family. When I'm at the school, I do what I can for the kids. When I'm here at practice, I try to do what I can for the kids here. So.
Very good. Very good. So you girls are pretty focused.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Definitely.
So how do you all work as a team? Now, we'll talk about how you work as a team with junior varsity, and then, of course, transitioning here with the varsity team working with Coach Lothar.
It's pretty easy, especially when you're working with people that are just as committed as you are. So our days are pretty easy. We try to communicate with each other daily. We see each other daily, sometimes twice a day, game days, and so we just do.
That's good. That's good. And so you coaching basketball.
Yes, ma'am.
You're a golfer, right?
Yes, ma'am. I am.
How has that transition been for you? Did you already know the sport? Is this a learning process for you
I played
as well?
when I was a lot younger, but I was in middle school, and so I mainly focused on golf through high school and college. So I'm still learning with this process. Coach Fields, Coach Lothar, they've been awesome helping me learn. So it's just been a great process.
And that's cool. And what's also cool is if you're an athlete already, it requires a certain amount of discipline.
Yes, absolutely.
In whatever sport that you play. And then, of course, as a coach, it requires discipline, it requires focus. So that doesn't even change.
Not even at all. Not at all.
All right, so this season here on varsity, how's it been for you? Who's in charge of what as far as in augmenting and helping with what Coach Lothar does as the head coach?
It's been a great season with Coach. I love working with Coach. He's a real humble man, God-fearing man, so it makes our job a lot easier. We're there to assist him. Whatever he needs, we try to be there for him, no matter what. We got his back.
Got his back. All right, all right. And so what about you? These girls have to be very conditioned.
Absolutely.
What is your regiment on getting these girls in tip-top shape?
We have some running that we do. We make them stretch first thing when they get here. We shoot layups, free throws. We work nonstop with the girls. Everything we have them do is they're running, whether they realize it or not. They're running nonstop. Right. So it's helping them to be more conditioned. We're working on, things such as respect towards each other. The coach is building family and union within the team, and that's really helped our season to progress.
Absolutely. And you said some key words about family and union and just really working together. Yes. And so that's what it's all about. So we welcome you, to the Dublin Lawrence County area, and as a new coach, and of course you're teaching. Glad that you all are working well together. Good luck with the junior varsity.
Thank you.
And varsity, we appreciate everything that you all are doing.
Thank you so much.
These are the ladies of the Lady Irish, everyone. We are here with senior Jasmine Hollis. How are you?
I'm good.
Jasmine, let's talk about how this year been for you. How's your family? Talk to us a little bit.
It's been going very good, I guess. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
I'm sorry.
You're good. It's been going very good for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, what things are you involved in besides basketball?
I did cross country. I've done volleyball. I've done track. So that's really about it.
Is this the main sport, though, for you?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. But it's good that you're doing all these other kind of sports, though. It really is good. And what activities are you involved in? Any clubs here at the school?
Oh, no, ma'am.
Just sports,
Yeah,
all sports. How are your grades? How are you doing?
All A's and a B.
Girl, that's awesome. That is
you.
really awesome. How has this season been for you when you compare yourself to last season?
It's been great, to be honest. Like, my numbers have really went up.
And so what things have you been working on to kind of improve those numbers?
Just, like, working on my putbacks, really, because that's really what I need to focus on. So when I work on those, my numbers just went all the way up.
Numbers going up, girl, and that's good. Now, do you consider yourself a leader to these girls?
I do, because, like, if I ask them to do something, they'll do it. But then again, they have to follow what I do. So if I do it, then they'll start doing it. Like, if we're on the free throw line and one of the girls miss their shot, I'll give her a high five, be like, come on, y'all, we got it. So then everybody else just start doing it. Like, they follow after what I do.
So they follow the leader.
Yes, ma'am.
And how do you handle or how do you work with these girls when about attitudes?
Attitude, I just be like, if you have attitude, just step to the side, get yourself together, because that's really what we don't need at practice.
Just kind of breathe, find your happy place, and then regroup.
Yes, ma'am.
You guys are doing pretty well this season. Pretty well. Now, you know, this is your senior year, Jasmine. So what are your plans after high school?
To go, hopefully, to Tuskegee or Alabama State and pre-law.
Pre-law and basketball, perhaps? Very good. Well, we're certainly proud of the work that you're doing, girl. We want you to keep doing great things, and we definitely want to keep you focused.
Oh, yes.
All right. Thank you. This is Jasmine Hollis, everyone. All right. We've got senior Victory Bell here. Hello, Victory.
Hello.
You know, just by your name alone, you should be winning games and just, you know, tearing it up out there.
Yes, we are.
Tell us a little bit about yourself and tell us about your family.
Well, my name is Victory, as she just said. I'm 17. I'm a senior. I plan on going to Armstrong, Atlantic. I live with my mother, Lisa Bell, and my father, Philip Bell.
That is so awesome. Now, Victory, you have other things that you're involved in too besides basketball?
Yes, ma'am. I'm in FBLA.
And what about your church?
I go to Greater Victory Temple.
Greater Victory Temple, Pastor Edmond.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, are you involved in anything at church or any kind of volunteer work in the community?
I do praise dance for
You're a praise dancer. How cool is that?
Yes, ma'am.
How cool is that? All right, now, tell us how your season has been out here this year.
It's been actually great. We've been winning most of our games right now. We're on a 5-game win streak.
That feels good, doesn't it?
It does.
And what have you been working on as a guard? You're a shooting guard. What have you been working on to become a better Victory?
I've been working on my shot, getting my form and my art better. I've been learning how to cut faster and dribbling.
You know, you got to be quick on your feet, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Now, what are your plans for after high school? Well, you said you're going to go to Armstrong. Do you plan on playing basketball there, or do you already have a major that you've decided upon?
I decided to go and major in pre-med.
You know your mom and dad is so proud of you right now. That is so cool. All right. Well, we are so proud of everything that you're doing, and you got to definitely stay focused. This has been a good season for you.
It's good. It's going to get better.
It's only going to get better. All right. This is Victory Bell, everyone. All right. We are here with junior Tiana Williams. How have you been, Tiana?
I've been doing good. How about you?
Very good. What have you been doing this year?
Well, I've been a point guard and trying to help my team after we lost like a good player, Shayla Pittman, trying to walk in her footsteps.
How's that been for you to walk in her footsteps? You know, she left such a mark, and now she's at Valdosta. How has that been for you? Did you feel an amount of pressure or an obligation on you?
Those were some big shoes to fill.
And how's that been for you?
I've been doing pretty good.
Getting that confidence level up.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, and it's very important, too, when you say filling someone's shoes, you always have to still be you and not try to be that person, but be the best you that you can be. What have you been working on to improve?
Most I've been working on is my ball handling, making sure I can produce and get everybody in line and stuff, just to keep my team going.
You know, as a point guard, that's such a very important position. and regardless if you're a junior, senior, freshman, sophomore, as a point guard, that is a strong leadership position when you're talking about out here on the court.
Yes, it is.
But you've been handling it pretty well.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, tell us about your family. How's your family doing?
They're doing great. They come support me most of my games, and I always hear them in the crowd yelling at me when I do something wrong and cheering me on when I do something right, so I know they're there.
But isn't that cool, though, to
Yes.
hear your family as loud as they can get? You're like, okay, now, that's enough. But it's good to know that you have family supporting you.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, what activities are you involved in here now, this year at the school?
Just basketball, and I'm going to run track.
You're going to run track. Any clubs you're in?
FBLA.
That's a good one with my sister, Miss
Yes.
Pam Ingram. Very good, very good. And so you're keeping balance. So when you want to just chill out and do nothing to kind of clear your head, do you ever have time for that? What do you do?
No, I don't.
You don't have time?
Every break, we end up having practice, and I don't.
You don't. But you know it's making you a better person.
Yes.
It's making you a better person. But try to find just a little bit of time just to play, just to kind of relax, okay?
Okay.
All right? Good to see you, and congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, darling. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a young lady here, Miss Jessica Hollis. You're a sophomore?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Tell us a little bit about yourself and tell us about your family. Let them know who you are.
Well, my name is Jessica Hollis. I live with Leah Demetrius Hollis, and I'm a sophomore for Dublin High School, and I just play basketball and volleyball.
Basketball and volleyball. How cool is that? Do you have any clubs that you're involved in at the school?
No, ma'am.
How is it for you playing with your sister?
It's great because we just have the chemistry to get us through the games and stuff, so I just love playing with her.
And, you know, I played with two of my sisters. Yeah, I mean, you know, I was a senior and one was a sophomore, and then when one was a senior, I was that sophomore. And so I can understand what you're talking about with that chemistry, you know, being able to help one another and feed off one another. Now, how many years have you been playing basketball?
I've been playing since I was 4.
Since you were 4 years old?
Yes, ma'am.
And is this considered your main sport between basketball and volleyball?
Yes, ma'am.
How do you find time? This is something we always want to ask, you know, teenagers who are athletes, student athletes, dual athletes. When do you find the time and how do you find the time to kind of like decompress, to kind of rest, you know, to kind of just relax and do something fun?
Some days my dad just tells us just to take days off so you don't get exhausted or overwhelmed with it, so.
That's a good daddy, honey, telling you that, because it's very important, because your mind, especially when you come off a game, like let's say if you lost like right at the buzzer, you know, so close, that affects you mentally, doesn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
How do you process that?
I just tell myself that we're going to do better and that it's not going to happen again.
And see, that's when the time when you have to kind of step away, you know what I mean?
Yes,
so
ma'am.
you don't get so overwhelmed by the loss and kind of play. Do you play things over in your mind?
Yes, ma'am.
Like, what could I've done better to improve on that?
Yes, ma'am.
So what are you doing? What do you work on in the areas that where you see you need improvement? What things are you working on?
Ball handling.
Ball handling, honey. Now, what position are you?
He plays me at all the positions. So I really don't have a specific position.
So you're able to play in different positions. So you've got to be able to handle the ball. You got to be able to jump, get some rebounds.
Yes, ma'am.
You got to be able to shoot. Honey, that's fabulous. And as a sophomore.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you got to stay focused and keep doing what you got to do to become a better player, even better player. Because when your sister's gone, you're the only Hollis going to be left, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so it's going to be you.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so stay focused on that and know the fact that it's you as an individual working on this thing.
All right.
But it's good that you and your sister feed off each other. And you consider yourself, like, you know, we always want to, whatever position you're in, you always want to kind of see where you can set an example for other players. What do you do to set examples for the other players to follow in a positive manner?
I just encourage them more and let them know that even though they mess up, that it's fine. Like, they don't have to give up. Like, I don't know.
You're like, you got this.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Yes,
Shake
ma'am.
it off. Very good. So we're proud of you.
Thank you.
Keep doing great things, Miss Hollis.
All
All right. All right, we're here with sophomore Keisha Wheeler. How are you?
I'm fine.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I thought I'd met all the players, and here you are. Tell us a little bit about yourself and tell us about your family, okay?
Well, I live with my mom and my stepdad, Nicole, and Christopher Duty. I used to be a cheerleader before playing basketball, so No, it's just something that happened.
Oh my gosh, so you were a cheerleader.
Yes.
So how is it being a cheerleader and then going to a basketball, a sport like this?
That's what I didn't expect that to happen.
Have you been enjoying it?
I have. It's good. And I like my team this year. You know, we're like sisters, we're real close, so.
And so here you are, you're a cheerleader where you were doing all these cheers, all
Yes.
looking prim and proper,
Yes.
and now you're out here sweating. You're like, oh my God.
Yes.
A little bit different.
A little bit different. Too
little-
different.
Too different. But how long have you been playing basketball as a sport itself?
I since 7th grade.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you know, at first I didn't like it, and then it's just something I grew to.
Yeah, you've grown to. And what position do you play?
I play the 4, a power forward.
Power forward, so you've got to be strong.
Got to.
Got to be strong. You're a cheerleader too, huh? You have to keep remembering that, or remind yourself, like, wait, I was a cheerleader. How you are? How has it been? How's the chemistry between you and the girls?
Well, at first it was hard, because I'm just a sophomore and I'm starting, So, but we getting along and we becoming sisters, not just basketball players on the court, but sisters and stuff like that.
And that's very important because when you play as a family and play like sisters like that, you got each other's back.
Yeah.
And so when you're in the paint or whatever, you know that you don't have to worry that your sisters got your back.
They got me.
Got your back. And so how's this season been for you? I mean, you guys have been doing pretty well.
Yeah, it's been great. At first it was a rough start, but we got onto it, and we're trying to compete with Merida tomorrow to be the number 1 in the region.
I know.
We're tied right now, so.
I know, because they had an upset.
Yes.
So
Yes.
You're gonna bring on win.
We're gonna come on.
All right. Well, listen. Congratulations with everything you're doing. Are you playing?
Thank you.
Are you involved in any kind of clubs at the school?
No, ma'am.
You're just focused on basketball.
And track, maybe.
And track. Very good. Fast and furious. All right. Such a pleasure meeting you.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you, dear. All right. We're winding down here. We've got Tiana bringing up the rear. How you doing, Tiana?
Fine.
All right. Tiana, ask you. Tell us a little bit about you, and let's talk about how this season's been for you.
I play softball. I play basketball. I run track and cross country.
4 sports.
Yes, ma'am.
When do you find the time to do anything else?
I don't whenever I have time.
How's school been for you, trying to doing all these sports and then doing well in school?
Great.
Very good. And any clubs? Are you doing clubs too?
I'm in Beta Club.
Beta? Smart girl. Very good. And tell us about your position here and your role here on the team.
I consider myself as a leader because I like pushing people and making sure everybody on the same page.
And what do you and how do you do that though? When you talking about a lot of ladies here, how do you do that to kind of do that?
I try to keep everybody on the same level. Like if somebody having problems, I try to go talk to them and the other person at the same time so we can settle it and continue.
Very good. And how's your ball handling skills improved?
They improved a lot from middle school.
That's good. That's good. And so you consider yourself a leader. That's very good. And so the season has been wonderful for y'all. You guys are doing really well. And some of the girls said that you all are like a family, like sisters.
Yes, ma'am.
Like sisters. All right. And so you're a junior?
Yes, ma'am.
What are you thinking about for next year?
I'm thinking about, I want to be an undergraduate next year. And I want to go to Valdosta State.
Honey, you're doing awesome. You know your girls there at Valdosta State.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. You two could team up yet again. All right, we wish you nothing but the best. Keep staying focused. So proud of you, the work you're doing in the schools and out here on the court and all the other sports that you're playing as well.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Miss Askew, thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome.